it worked out great. But great example of what's been going on in Charlotte. We've done everything from Junior Olympic fencing to the ACC and NCAA regionals and Olympic trials in whitewater. So it's been pretty spectacular.
Let's talk about the ACC basketball tournament, because I think the setting is great. If they would ever come back here, more of the hotels are going to be open, the restaurants are going to be open, but all we kept hearing about was attendance.
Right.
It only seats 20,000, they need 23, 25. Will Charlotte ever get this back?
My opinion, I think definitely, and I'll tell you why. And I call this the Charlotte initiative by the ACC. When they awarded the event for 2010 through 2015, they left themselves, actually 2011 through 2015, they left themselves a 3-year option at the end for 13, 14, and 15. They have the option to go wherever they want to, with the understanding if they do, then Greensboro will get an additional year. My goal is to have them back here in 2013 because the experience was so good. Yeah, they want to sell more tickets. They want to have more seating available for the 12 institutions. But as somebody very high up in the league told me, he loves having a tough ticket. And if you've got 40,000 seats to sell, it's not such a tough ticket. If you've got 20,500, it's a pretty tough ticket. And I know that people in the ACC were happy with that.
I know you were disappointed when the ACC football championship went to Jacksonville instead of Charlotte, but you're back in the mix. It's out of Jacksonville. Tampa's got it for a couple of years, and then Charlotte will get it for a couple of years. And from what I understand, the only reason Charlotte didn't get it first because we didn't have any hotel rooms that week.
Well,
is that true?
Well, here's the story. You're right. We've got it. It's been awarded to Charlotte in 2010 and 11 after going to Tampa for 2008 and 9. We bid originally on all the years, but we came clean with the conference. We said we'll take it all those years, any or all of those years. But be aware, in 2008, we've got 6,000 delegates from another convention in the Center City, using all the Center City hotels. And we can do it. We'll bus everybody in and we'll shuttle them in from South Park and Ballantyne and wherever it would take. But in the perfect world, we would prefer to have it another year and go where else you need. We knew that the bidders were ourselves, Tampa and Jacksonville, and we knew Jacksonville's situation, so it doesn't surprise us that it went to Tampa. I think Tampa was a little bit surprised that they got it, but that's another story. We're good for 2010 and 11, and our goal with our LOC is to make it such an impressive event for everyone, student athletes, visitors, people here in Charlotte, that the conference will say, this is a pretty good deal, let's just stay here.
Can this city host the ACC championship game and the Car Care Bowl and make them both successful?
As a matter of fact, it can, and the reason I know that is the packages that we're going to roll out probably within the next 6 to 9 months include the option to have your seats for both games, both at the ACC tournament in the early part of December and for the Meineke Car Care Bowl in the latter part of December. So there's definitely a tie-in there, and we've just hired Steve Swatoa, late of the Charlotte Bobcats, to be our executive director. He has a great background in making these things happen, and I have no doubt it's going to be incredible success.
Now I want to get to our baseball situation in the stadium, and Jeff and I have disagreed on occasion on how we should build the stadium, but I want to talk a little bit more football, because when I was doing some research, I'm going, I want to talk to Jeff about his own life. You know, how do you get to this position in Charlotte? You were a banker for a long time.
28 years, yeah.
Banker for a long time. Went to North Carolina, played college football at North Carolina, drafted in '68 in the 15th round by the Baltimore Colts. Tell that story.
Well, I was a quarterback, as you probably know, and my hero, and to this day I still have his bubblegum card, was Johnny Unitas. When my assistant coach called me, I think it was 4 days later after the initial draft, and said that I'd been drafted in the 15th round by Baltimore, I said, you got to be kidding, right? And he said, no. So once I agreed that he wasn't kidding, and I changed my pants, I told my wife we decided we'd give it a shot. We were so naive, we didn't know what it involved. And then, of all things, they called me and offered me $1,500 to sign. What they don't know, Bill, to this day, is I'd have paid them $2,000 to try out. But that's water over the dam. I tried out. hung on a couple of years, broke my hand my third year. That's kind of made my decision for me. Came back to Charlotte, my hometown, went to work for a little bank called North Carolina National Bank, and was there 28 years.
So you were on the team that lost to the Jets.
My rookie year was
in Super Bowl III. Were you down in Miami?
I was on the side. I was on the sideline keeping charts. I was not in uniform. Again, I might have had to change my breeches had I been in uniform, but I was there with the guys and had that experience. Ironically, the third year was when I left after I broke my hand, and of course that's the year we beat the Cowboys in the Super Bowl. No ring, no money, but that's okay. I knew all the guys, and I was pulling for them on the sideline.
All right, let's get to baseball now. And if you haven't followed this story in Charlotte, there are plans to build a minor league baseball stadium in this city. Right now, the Knights play down at Fort Mill, which I think it's a nice facility.
It's a wonderful facility.
Great facility.
Great facility.
But with the city growing like it is, we think attendance, all these things play into the stadium being uptown. Where are we on that? And I know there's some lawsuits because Jerry Reese, and I know Jerry.
Me too.
Has grander plans. Where are we now on all this?
I'll tell you where I think we are. And again, I know Jerry, and as I told him, I applaud his passion, but there was not a financial plan to make what Jerry wanted to do happen that anybody's aware of. Now, Jerry may have a plan. If he does, more power to him. But his suits have been thrown out by a local judge. There is a suit that was issued, I don't know, maybe in his behalf, but local lawyer and famous lawyer and good friend Bill Deal has a suit against the referendum issue, and my guess is that will be resolved. And according to Dan Rukowski, the general manager, and Don Beaver, the anticipation is in 2 years we'll have a stadium up and running and ready for the Knights to move up to the center city.
All right, now the plan is to build a minor league facility.
Yes, sir.
Why can't we build a minor league facility that we can expand if Major League Baseball decides in 5-6 years, hey, you know what? Charlotte's population has gone up. They can survive on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday nights and bring in some crowds to the stadium. But that's not the plan, though, right?
Well, this won't surprise you as to why that won't work. It's called money. The way I understand it, and this was something that Max Mullman told me a while back, an expandable stadium that initially holds 10 to 15,000, expandable to go to say 40,000, probably costs 4 times as much as the original stadium that's not expandable. There's a limited amount of money. Don Beaver is a very wealthy guy, and he has good resources behind him. But to make this thing feasible, it would have to be a minor league stadium. And quite frankly, I think it's the right thing to do. If they had to spend that much money to build an expandable stadium, automatically the prices go up. Not when the major league team gets here, but when the minor league team's here, and all of a sudden it's not such a family-friendly environment as it is right now, and will be once they come up here in 2010. My opinion.
Okay. The Whitewater. So what's the Whitewater Center meant to this area? Because it's gotten some negative publicity, but it's also had some Olympic trials recently. Long term, this has to be a big boom for sports around here.
Thank you for bringing that up. The Whitewater Center is is probably the most unique facility we have in this area, and one of the most unique facilities in the United States, and quite frankly, Bill, in the world. It is non-parallel. It has no competition as far as what they can do on a man-made rapid situation and rafting situation. And on top of that, there's so many other things to do there. There's a climbing wall. There's an outdoor center. There's a biking and running trail. Incredible facilities to have parties and meetings, and a great restaurant. Yeah, there was some controversy, but that had to do with some problems they had on the financing side because of the problems of getting the road open, the main road open. The main road is now 2 years behind, and that's how the facilities. Everybody knows the story. We had problems with the neighbors, and bless their hearts, they had issues, and it caused a lot of problems. But the good news is that the people who have guaranteed the monies and the loans that were necessary to make this thing happen are standing strong and standing tall. And yeah, it's not out of the water yet, if you will, but it is one of the most unique facilities. We do a we do a corporate raft race each year, the Sports Commission, and we're doing our 3rd annual one on June 6th in a couple of weeks, and it's filled up. People love to come out there, have their first experience, eat some good food, have a few cold beverages, and experience the water in a competitive, not in kayaks, but in a competitive situation. And it really is a special place. The people out there have done a great job.
Well, time flies when you're having fun. I can keep talking with you about all these things going on. Jeff, a pleasure talking with you again. Thanks for stopping by, and continued success getting these big events to Charlotte.
Well, Bill, I will just say this. The only reason we're successful is the people that are around us. And we've got incredible partners, all the professional teams, all the schools, all the public entities help us make the things happen that we're doing. And the football championship is a great example. This is not just a Sports Commission event. This is a lot of great people.
Jeff Beaver with us on the show tonight, and our time is up. Thanks for being with us. I'm Bill Rosinski. We'll see you next time with another edition of Sports Night.
Sports Night is brought to you by Inbo Furniture, Scandinavian and contemporary design. Fox Tops All, the countertop specialist. Visit our Mooresville showroom today and ask about our starting line selections. Charlie's Premium Cigars. For your next cigar experience, think outside the box. Think Charlie's Cigars. And by the Sunset Club. Thinking of updating your existing countertops? Then call the countertop specialists at Fox Tops All. Fox Tops All is a leading provider of premium custom manufactured countertops, which we fabricate to your specs. No matter how large the project, Fox Tops All believes in exemplary customer service from the moment you walk through our doors until the last installed surface meets your satisfaction. Come visit our Mooresville showroom today and see for yourself why Fox Tops All.
Welcome to Stressless, the recliner that lets you create your own personal comfort zone. With a smooth reclining glide system that eases your body into the perfect position for total relaxation. Plus full lumbar support and a headrest that adjusts automatically. Stressless. Relax your body, free your mind.
Come, experience Stressless at Inbo Furniture in Cornelius.
Hi, I'm Bill Rosinski. I love cigars, and when I buy cigars, I get them at Charlie's. You absolutely must see the walk-in humidor at Charlie's Cigars. Just the aroma as you walk through it, surrounded by some of the finest handmade cigars from all over the world. Find out why Charlotte's Cigar Society is moving to Charlie's for the very best premium cigar experience. Whether you've been enjoying cigars for years or just beginning to understand what's so special, think outside the box. Think Charlie's Cigars.
Welcome to Stressless, the recliner that lets you create your own personal comfort zone. With a smooth reclining glide system that eases your body into the perfect position for total relaxation. Plus full lumbar support and a headrest that adjusts automatically. Stressless. Relax your body, free your mind.
Come, experience Stressless at Inbo Furniture in Cornelius.